I'm Tom Morrow. What a weekend it was for the first round of the playoffs.
I'm Sean McClellan, and I wonder how our Rockets are holding up right now.
I'm Matt Maddow, and getting this Baker Mayfield jersey 2 years ago really paid off.
And I'm Finnegan Corcoran Doolin, and I don't buy random jerseys like Mana.
Hello, welcome to BMB Primetime playoff report for the first weekend in the postseason. We saw upsets, blood, sweat, and tears all left on the field. The first game starting off playoffs was Sunday afternoon, where the Bills and the Colts had a war. Josh Allen had a day where he threw 2 touchdown passes and passed for 300 yards and ran in for one as well. He hit his main target, Stephon Diggs, 6 times, and Diggs got 1 touchdown. The Bills now have the unstoppable Ravens defense in their future.
Speaking of the unstoppable Ravens defense, the Ravens were able to stop Derrick Henry, and held him to only 40 yards with his 18 carries. The Titans were getting no offense running, and they couldn't find their footing in this game. Lamar and the Ravens now advance to the quarterfinals against the previously said Buffalo Bills.
Well, we're just going to have to wait till the weekend. A game that screwed all of our brackets with the LA Rams who upset the number 3 seed Seattle Seahawks. Jared Goff, playing with a broken thumb, was able to throw 1 touchdown pass. He was originally on the bench with John Wolford taking his place, but early in the first quarter, he left the field with a nasty-looking concussion. He was taken to a hospital and did not return. Only offense the Rams could get was the run game. Cam Akers showed up to play against the Seattle Seahawks defense. He was able to get 131 yards and ran in for 1 touchdown. He could do that against the Seahawks, but he couldn't do that against the Jets. Ain't that right, Q? Akers can do that. Akers can do that against the Seahawks, but he can't do that against the Jets. Ain't that right, Q?
Yep, the Jets are the most unstoppable force in NFL history. The Saints, they defeated producer Sean Portitis' Bears in a Nickelodeon special. Drew Brees and his possible final season continues on and is headed back to the Superdome against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We also saw the first MVP be awarded to the one and only Mitch Trubisky, out of all people. Also, I think we need to see more of the slime zone in the future.
Going back to the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ran through the Washington football team. Tom Brady continues to show up in the playoffs and win and be the clutch Tom Brady. Taylor Heineke was proving why he should be the starter for the football team next season. Heineke had a solid game, throwing 1 touchdown and diving into the end zone for one himself. However, that wasn't enough because the Bucs season lives on as they take on the division rival, the New Orleans Saints.
Nah, I'm done with the dance. I'd much rather talk about the TikTok influencers masquerading as a football team. In the last playoff game, we saw an amazing performance by the same old Browns, completely destroyed the season of the Steelers. The Browns got an early fumble recovery touchdown to give them incredible momentum in this game. After the first quarter, the Browns were up by 28. But leave it up to Big Ben to make a comeback. The Steelers had somewhat of a comeback, but it was too little, too late. The Browns now face the Kansas City Chiefs, who are well-rested after having a bye week. And I just want to say, who was right about this game? I'm just saying. Only one who picked the Browns. Finally, maybe I broke the curse? With all of this said and done, are the Green Bay Packers still the overwhelming favorite to win the Super Bowl?
No.
I say no.
Absolutely not.
No, that's not totally true. Let's list some names, right? You got
I'm just gonna say, all of us had Green Bay.
Those AFC teams. Come on.
Yeah,
all of us had Green Bay to make the Super Bowl. So.
You see Josh Allen, those quarterbacks right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Team.
All of us had Green Bay
Either
going
team.
to the Super Bowl.
I have a question. I
don't have them winning it.
I want to make a statement.
Make your statement.
The Golden State Warriors in the NBA had possibly one of the greatest dynasties ever, along with the Chicago Bulls. This new Chiefs team is the new dynasty of the NFL for the next 5 years. Patriots had their dynasty. Tom Brady leaves. Patrick Mahomes steps up to the plate, has now the best tight end in football, the fastest wide receiver in football, who is considered a top 3 wide receiver if Mano does not consider Mike Evans number 1, according to his...
No, he's not.
Patrick Mahomes just basically took over the NFL.
Yeah, he took over the NFL.
He basically took over the NFL.
The
He
Chiefs
is
are
that-
Remember, this dude was drafted to be a backup. Remember, he was
He is
drafted.
that good. He is that elite, and he has the weapons. And the last thing and the best thing about it, he's got the coach, Andy Reid.
Sean Watson's trade rumors. He's been rumored to go to multiple places. Miami, possibly for Tua and the 3rd pick.
Mhm.
There's been Jets rumors, but everything gets rumored for the Jets. There's been a bunch of rumors. Where do we think he's going?
We'll take him.
So let me
Oh,
let me
man,
tell
on
you
the
quick.
Patriots.
So I
take him.
believed that
Patriots will take
about
him. We'll gladly take him.
I believed okay, man, no, he's not going to the Patriots.
You got
There's
Cameron
no
Newton.
way he's going to the Patriots. What do the Patriots have to trade?
Yeah.
Wait a minute for that one. Anyways,
Cameron Newton.
I believe
He's
According
cut.
to
No,
Mike.
no.
According to
They
Mike.
cut him. Did you not hear? They cut him. He's getting
What?
cut. Yeah,
He's
Cam
getting-
Newton's gonna get cut.
Well, yeah, he's getting cut.
No,
they're
like
gonna
they
let him
verbally
walk.
announced he's cut. They verbally.
They're not cutting. No, they're
So-
not cutting him. They're gonna let him test free agency.
so I believed
They cut him.
about a month ago Watson was not going to get traded at all. There's no way in my mind. There's no way. Because we look at his age, he's so young. We look at his value, it's so big, right? But
He's a franchise
now I look
quarterback.
at it. Now Watson is just he's so mad at the Texans organization. So
Because it's extremely bad. He has
He's a
every right to
franchise. He's
that.
a
Yeah.
franchise quarterback.
yeah,
I have a question.
lead
If
your
you put
team
for
Deshaun
10
Watson
to
on the
15
Kansas,
years.
if you put Deshaun Watson on the Kansas City Chiefs, what's their record?
well,
The same thing. The same thing.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that though. I don't know because I think
I
Mahomes
do,
is
man.
still better.
I do.
I think Mahomes is still better than Deshaun.
Oh, 100%.
That's-
think
In ways.
that's
I
the thing.
think-
He's a
I
playmaker.
think the Texans
Mhm.
would have, or
Yeah.
no, not the Texans. The Chiefs would have been, let's say a game or two behind the Chiefs, or they would have lost 1 or 2 more games, but they still would have made it to the Super Bowl last year, and they still would have won it because you've seen Deshaun Watson knows how to win the big games. He
I know.
does.
Watson's
Yeah.
Now,
Watson's
but now
Playoffs
let's
last
talk
year,
about-
yeah.
Hold on. Now let's talk about the most recent rumor.
Yep.
You put Deshaun Watson on that Dolphins team. That's a playoff team. You're talking. You got a Dolphins defense that's been stacked all season long. New players
Yeah.
coming up, and now Deshaun Watson. You put Devontae Parker on, wide receiver.
Don't
You
even
get a
talk about
couple more
Devontae
guys
Parker.
at
He's
wide receiver.
overrated.
And you know why he's overrated, man? Because Tua doesn't like to pass.
I'd like to make a
Injuries.
statement. I would like to make a statement.
I
about
want to make a statement after
Tua-
that, Sean.
I newsflash to anybody who watches this show. I believe, in my opinion, Tua Tagovailoa is going to be a bust and is extremely overrated. He cannot throw a 15-yard pass.
Yeah.
Every pass is either overthrown or short.
Not a hot take.
I
Pretty
thought
common
he was
opinion.
the best quarterback
I
out of
totally
that
agree.
class. I thought he was gonna be the most successful out of that class just because we haven't seen a lefty in years so far. And for the rest of the future, I believe he will be the worst.
So let me add something to the Deshaun Watson statement. I think Watson would be so good on the Dolphins after that draft because I think the Dolphins are going to have another good draft. I think they had a good draft last year. Let's be fair. There's some good picks. But I mean, they have a number 3. Well, that's what's going to get traded, right? But don't they have another first round pick? If I'm not too sure,
Indeed, I believe in the late
Yeah.
20s, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the late 20s, yeah.
late 20s.
Look
Yeah.
at that. Perfect. That's an amazing
Perfect.
draft. You trade Tua, the 3rd pick. You get Watson. There's your franchise quarterback. Then you address your defense is already set. They're set there.
Yeah, I would say.
Just address
Yeah,
the
late-
O-line. You need O-line. Address the O-line.
Yep.
Or even
agency,
too,
possibly.
another late 20 overall wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's Jalen
think-
Waddle with his injury is gonna get his draft stock dropped. By the way.
Yeah.
I hope. Like,
Yeah.
You guys want to know how I shut down all these Deshaun Watson trade rumors?
how's
Want to know
that?
how to do that? Let's go back
What'd
to
you do,
Deshaun
man?
Watson. His contract has a no trade clause. He's not getting traded.
The NFL, man. It's 2021. You don't know what's going to happen.
2021 is the NFL. He wants.
No, his
that.
contract literally has a no trade clause.
DeAndre Hopkins
man,
had a trade clause.
If the man wants to leave, he wants to leave.
Yeah, I don't think they just.
You-
And if
I
they're
want
getting,
to
Mano,
leave,
if they're
and-
getting the number 3 pick back in return,
Yeah.
for all go.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
And plus, they're getting a quarterback Tua.
Zach Wilson, Justin Field. I don't think so. You're taking the same player.
Can I get a wait? Can I get a
Wilson is the same
Can I get a poll
player.
real
Just
quick?
worse.
Can I get a poll real
Zach,
quick?
No, but no. You're getting Tua in return. What are you saying, Mena?
Yeah, you get.
You're not getting a quarterback at number 3. Why would you go for another quarterback?
Yeah. Why?
Well, why would you want two? We just all agreed that he's gonna be a bust. Why would
Exactly.
If you don't get
Yeah,
Tua,
yeah,
the trade's
he's
not
so-
happening.
He's
Yeah.
so young. They're gonna take a chance on him. It's
Well, the
just
thing is, we know the Texans are not the smartest trade team.
Fair enough.
Look at D-Hop. Like, DeAndre Hopkins. Well, what did he get traded for?
Completely fair.
Combine.
He got traded for a
A
bag of chips.
27-year-old running back at the time who's now 28 years old. David Johnson was not worth
It's a huge
a
bust.
DeAndre. Yeah, what? You know, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know the Texans needed a running back, but I mean, David Johnson. You know how much value you could have got for DeAndre Hopkins? It was whatever. You know, don't even. So my bracket took a turn.
Yeah, mine is still strong, but like Finn, I had Seattle going too far.
My bracket's doing really well, but I'm sure the mental curse will come in and it'll mess everything up this week.
Yeah, man, I got 2 of 3 AFC games wrong and 1 of 3 NFC games wrong. But overall, my bracket is still looking good. We'll see you all next week for more BMB Primetime Fantasy Report.